What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering the SoFi stock, and we're really going to be covering why the SoFi stock is struggling these past couple of days. If you are not aware, you are going to be aware in this video what's going on. Right now, there is some terminators out there out to get the SoFi company, and these people will not stop. They want to, vanish student loans for free, wipe out student loan debt. That is what's going on right now. And of course, student loans is how the company of SoFi, was built over a decade ago from the founders, okay? They started out as a student loan refinance company and diversified into several other revenue streams. I believe right now, if you include private loans and also, the federal loans, this is going to make up a portion of about, 1/5 of SoFi. It might be a little bit less, maybe 15% of a company's overall revenue, but it's going to be around 15 to 20% if you're talking about all of student loans getting wiped out. Remember, right now, just the federal loans are on pause, so the private loans are still going. And that's why you're seeing Anthony Noto really come out now on the media outlets, writing an article for the company of SoFi. You see him on Yahoo Finance. So he's really coming out now because these terminators are trying to have Biden eliminate student loans for good. So if you're talking about losing 1/5 of your company's revenue, for the next couple of years, you got to fight hard for your company, okay? This is the CEO. So that's what's going on right now, okay? And we're going to show you the details. So understand, SoFi will not go bankrupt, but SoFi could actually lose a large portion of its revenue if student loans completely get wiped out. So we're going to give you the details in this video. So be sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this video. Be sure to smash the like button and don't forget to drop a comment. We're going to be commenting back to as many people as we possibly can. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, you can see the overall market did pretty bad today. S&P 500 red, Dow red, NASDAQ red, Russell really red, and SoFi and other fintechs got hammered. SoFi was down about 3.6% today, also getting smashed in the after hours. It was down about over 1% in the after hours at one point. So it was a really rough day for the SoFi stock for sure. And you can see here a brand new article just coming out. March 23rd, 2:47 at the end of the day. This is live on CNBC. Higher education expert proposes new way for Biden to cancel student loan debt without Congress. So this is going to be a massive negative catalyst, a massive negative headline for SoFi, of course, because this is a portion of their revenue. But I'm telling you right now, the shorts are treating this stock like it is only a student loan refinance company. This is like 1/5 of company's overall revenue. It is not, full revenue, okay? So that is why I'm really, really upset and, pretty mad because these shorts have already sold the stock off to, levels way undervalued of where it should be at. So they just keep pushing it down, and these articles just keep coming out, left and right. So we're not going to read through this. You can read through this article if you want. All right, guys, and now going back to the beginning of the video when I talked about these terminators not letting stuff go. This was last month. Bernie Sanders. How does it happen that SoFi, a student loan refinancing company, could spend $625 million to put its name on the LA Rams stadium when 45 million Americans are drowning in 1.8 trillion in student debt? Today would be a good day for the president to cancel student debt. So understand, any college kids following Bernie Sanders, they're not going to go with the SoFi app or the SoFi company and download it and, use their products, when he's bashing this. So we are potentially losing out on a lot of, college kids that, follow, Bernie Sanders. So this guy is a terminator. He is out to get SoFi. As you can see, this got close to 100,000 likes, 18,000 retweets. And you can see here you have the second terminator, Elizabeth Warren. The student loan payment pause has provided immediate relief to millions of Americans, but now private student loan companies like SoFi are lobbying behind closed doors to end the pause so they can boost their profits. It's shameless and wrong. Guys, SoFi isn't even a profitable company, okay? They need student loans, to become profitable, okay? This is 1/5 of company's revenue. That's why you're seeing the CEO, Anthony Noto, trying to get the pause to end because, this was supposed to be for, coronavirus, over 2 years ago. And now that the pandemic is coming to an end, now these guys are talking about, completely wiping out student loans. So this is a big deal. And as you can see, the headlines, multiple large politicians are bashing SoFi, trying to get these student loans wiped out. So you can see here, Elizabeth Warren, made a post. Women, Latinos, and Black students borrow more money to go to college at POTUS, cancel student debt. So we will listen to what she has to say. But I'm telling you right now, guys, the terminators are out to get SoFi. But understand, this is 1/5 of company's revenue if it completely gets wiped out, to zero.
Remember what it's doing to the racial wealth gap. African Americans, Latinos borrow more money to go to school, more money while they're in school, and have a harder time paying it off. If the president canceled $50,000 of student loan debt, he could cancel the black-white wealth gap for those with student loan debt by 27 points. Think what that would do for racial equity in this country. And I'll just mention about women. 2 out of every $3 of student loan debt is owned by a woman. We struggle more to pay for college and have a harder time paying off the debts when we get out. Canceling $50,000 of student loan debt would help tens of millions of Americans, people whose only sin was to be born into a family that couldn't write a check for them to go to school, and who nonetheless got out there and tried to get an education. So I think this is the moment to do it. The president has the power. Yes. There's wind in his sails. Tens of millions of people want him to do it. So, Mr. President, now's a good time. Cancel $50,000 of student loan debt.
All right, guys, you can see Elizabeth Warren is really pushing for that $50,000. That is a lot of money. I can tell you right now, for sure, you know, community college is not going to run you 50 grand to get an associate's degree. So that is a lot of money. Let's see what the CEO, Anthony Noto, is recommending, you know, because this lady has been going at it for years. I actually found another article. This article goes back to 2019 in May, almost 3 years ago. This is an article that, you know, SoFi put out, going off of Elizabeth Warren's free college plan. And you can see, if we scroll down a little bit, this is 3 years ago, guys. Elizabeth Warren's plan will cancel $50,000 worth of debt. So be sure to read up on this article as well. You can see it's a look into Elizabeth Warren's free college plan. It's a pretty big article. All right, guys, and this is the CEO, Anthony Noto, on what he has to say. You can see if we scroll down a little bit, student loan forgiveness, SoFi CEO calls on Biden administration to erase $10,000 for borrowers. So I believe this is what Biden was recommending, you know, these past year or two. So this is what CEO Anthony Noto is going for. So guys, think about it right now. It's either going to be a 10,000 wipeout, a 50,000 wipeout, or everything wiped out. So the cards right now are in Biden's hands. But you can see here the CEO Anthony Noto is really trying to, you know, fight for the company, because you're talking 20% of full revenue stream for SoFi that started off as a student loan refinance company 10 years ago, trying to help people, you know, refinance at a lower rate and save money.
Chatter in D.C. is that the government will extend the freeze on student loan payments beyond May 1st. Our next guest writes in a new blog post, the administration continues to waffle on this issue, and $10,000 in debt should be wiped clean for student borrowers. SoFi CEO Anthony Noto joins us now. Anthony, always great to get some time with you. Before we even get into your blog post, based on, you know, your conversations with folks down in Washington, how likely is it that we get another freeze here?
You know, it continues to waffle back and forth. An announcement was supposed to be made a couple of weeks ago, according to the chief of staff of President Biden. That date came and went, and we still haven't heard. This is classic leadership by indecision, and it's exactly not what the country needs. The American people deserve better. We need decisive leadership. We need the administration to take a stand. Kicking the can down the road is not currently going to suit all the needs of the American people. There really needs to be a three-pronged approach, and that needs to be announced before May 1. Number one is there are people that are in distress and that would default on their loans if payments were to begin again. Those people should be given some type of relief. Otherwise, they're going to default and have to go into bankruptcy. There's a second group of people that have an ability to pay, but they have a lower ability to pay today than they did 2 years ago when this student loan moratorium started. And we've spent $150 billion, that's what it'd be, since March of 2020. And this isn't March of 2020 any longer, but some people have gone 2 years without paying their bills, and they're currently in a situation where they can't pay as much. And there needs to be put in place programs for them. And those programs already exist. They just need to be executed and communicated. And then last, there are people that are fully capable of paying their student loans, and they should begin repayment on May 1st. So it's very clear the three needs of the American people. What's not clear is what the administration is going to do to help the American people versus spending another $5 billion a month to fund unnecessarily the moratorium on federal student loan payments.
And Anthony, you're really echoing some of the comments that we heard from Sheila Bair as well. You guys are on the same page in terms of offering that clarity. I'm curious why you decided to speak out on this particular issue. You seem to be pretty impassioned about it, and in the blog post in which you lay out your argument as well. What sort of triggered your desire to talk about this?
I think this is just one of those analysts or whatever from Yahoo Finance really trying to, trigger Anthony Noto on this portion of the question that she asked. Obviously, SoFi does student loan refinancing. Like, what is she talking about? Why would she ask that question if they're talking about canceling that portion of SoFi's business? Like, she knows the answer to this question. It's a pretty stupid question.
Yeah, first, full disclosure, SoFi is in the business of student loans, so we get impacted by this indecision, but that's not the motivation. SoFi is going to be fine either way. We had record revenue in the third quarter. We had record revenue again in the fourth quarter. We achieved over $1 billion of revenue in all of 2021 and our first full year of profitability on an EBITDA basis, all while the federal student loan program has been on hold. The reason why we decided to take a leadership position is someone needs to lead from the front. Someone needs to be a voice of reason to the administration and help them understand the pain and suffering that they're causing by their indecision. The American people deserve to know how to plan for the future. And it's not just the current people with student loans, but it's all those young people that are graduating from high school this year, that are making college decisions right now. How are they going to fund their college education? What are the rules? What are the programs? And so the indecision is causing people not to be able to make vital financial decisions in their lives. And we see it every day. Rates are at still an all-time low, but they're expected to increase 7 to 8 times over the next 2 years. As those rates go up, student loan borrowers will lose the opportunity to refinance at lower rates through companies like SoFi and save tens of thousands of dollars. Additionally, those people that have been saving for the last 2 years, the money that they haven't had to spend on paying back their student loans, they need to know if they can continue to spend or they need to change their budget and start to allocate that to their payments. And so this indecision is causing strife across many different constituencies and the business community.
Yeah, and of course, it's adding to an already beleaguered situation.
Remember, guys, this extension has been extended twice. It was supposed to start in 2021, then it got pushed to January, then it got pushed to May. So this has been a lot of kicking the can down the road, like Anthony Noto says. So as you can see, you got a lot of different personal opinions out there with the Terminators, Bernie, and also Elizabeth Warren. They want student loans wiped out or 50,000 wiped out. And you can see Anthony Noto is happy with $10,000 of a reduction, to people's debt. And if you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed doing this video for you. SoFi is a very strong company with strong management, but they do have a portion of their revenue stream, potentially, out for getting, removed. It just depends on what Biden comes to a conclusion with. Is he going to go with the 10,000? Is he going to go with the 50,000? Is he going to wipe out the whole $2 trillion of student loan debt? We just have to find out, but we should be getting an answer pretty soon. So I do truly believe this is a big portion of why the shorts, are really hammering down the SoFi. And you have a lot of retail investors selling out of the SoFi stock, at all-time lows because of this, student loan headline. Once again, my name is Kyle. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and don't forget to drop a comment. I hope you have a great day.